a push in life. Anybody can be somebody, through development and building one's capacity, financially, health-wise. Everyone can be better, 'cause we're taking you higher, You can be entertaining, so educated, making you so independent. Through Netwealth comes on, helping communities. Netwealth comes on, individuals and organizations. Netwealth comes on, Netwealth comes on.
Good evening, Plateau. Good evening, Nigeria. You are welcome to this beautiful Friday evening edition of our program, Mindwealth for Life and Living with Dr. Okonoda. I'm your regular host, Dr. Kingsley Okonoda. I'm a consultant psychiatrist and I'm a certified management consultant. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Netwealth Consult Limited and the Medical Director of Netwealth Center for Addiction Management and Psychological Medicine in state locals right here in the beautiful city of Jos. You're already acquainted with our program, Mindwealth for Life and Living. That is an initiative of Netwealth Consult to help you to acquire the mindset, attitude, and aptitude that you need to make a success in any and every area of your life, be it career, business, or marriage, or even governance, politics, and any other venture that you put your mind at. We also help you to achieve and maintain a sound mind so that you can live the life of abundance that you deserve. On today's program, we are going to be talking about a topic that's very dear to my heart. If you notice or recall that May 27th is the traditional day for having our Children's Day in Nigeria. I remember that in those days when we were children, we used to celebrate this day with fanfare. Yes, it wasn't a public holiday, and still is not a public holiday. But for children, it's an holiday of a sort. We used to go to the stadium to march for the, in those days, military administrators of the time and all that. And then we used to have competitions, either athletics and all that. I remember one of my best friends at that time. He used to run for our school, and then we used to come tops. Today he's a gynecologist in the Air Force. I don't think he still does any running at that level. But those are good memories of those days. Now the question is, who is a child and what are the characteristics of children? When you say somebody is childlike, what do you mean? When you say somebody is childish, what do you mean? And what are the stages of development? What are the things that parents are supposed to do to make sure that their children grow up well, to become responsible adults in the society? Now, these are some of the issues that we'll be discussing today on our topic, child training. And to discuss these issues and many more with us, I've provided a very important guest who is qualified in every aspect of the world to discuss. But before we go on to talk about the topic, we will take a short break now. Make sure that you call your friends, you call your family members, even if you have people who think they are your foes, you can also call them to come and witness the program as we get into very important issues. Stay tuned and don't go away.
Everyone needs a push in life. Anybody can be somebody, through development and building one's capacity, financially, health-wise. Everyone can be better.
My name is Dr. Kingsley Okonoda. I'm a consultant psychiatrist and certified management consultant. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Netwealth Consult Training and Development. At Netwealth Consult, we help individuals, organizations, and communities to actualize their potentials, to cope with normal stresses of life, work productively, and make meaningful contributions to society. We do this through our training seminars, workshops, and conferences on the issues of mental health promotion, peak performance, management consulting, and personal development. Among trainings, seminars, workshops that we have done for individuals and organizations like this, Netwealth Consult also holds the Strategic Planning and Goal Setting Seminar in the first week of January annually, as well as the Financial Independence and Wealth Creation Seminar on the 1st of October every year. We also have the issues of mental health promotions on the 10th of October, which is the World Mental Health Day, as well as the 26th of June, the International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking. We invite you to avail yourself of any of our trainings, workshops, and conferences at Netwealth Consult so that you can have the life of abundance that you deserve. Thank you very much.
Netwealth Consult. Everyone needs a push in life. Anybody can be somebody.
Welcome back. Our guest today is Pastor Mrs. Stella Yakubu. She's the proprietress of Zion High International School, Rayfield, here in the city of Jos. And she's also the provincial coordinator, marriage and counseling of the Plateau Province 2 province of the Redeemed Christian Church of God here in the city of Jos. Pastor, you are welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Well, let me also state that she is from our ancient city of Benin. I have some of my ties are linked to Benin. As a matter of fact, I came from the city of Benin to come to Jos to live. And my wife is happy, so she's my in-law officer. You are welcome, Pastor.
Thank you, sir. It's a pleasure being here with you.
Right.
I appreciate your program sincerely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Now, Pastor, our tradition is that before we go on to talk about the topic, we like to get to know the person that we are dealing with. We want to know your background, family background, that is your family where you originated from, your family now, and then even your maybe educational background, your work, what you do and all that. So can we get to meet you now?
Well, I'm Stella.
Okay.
And I'm married to Yakubu.
Okay.
And in the Plateau here, you have already said I'm from the south, so but now I'm married. I'm purely a Plateau woman.
Okay.
Okay. And while in the south, I went to.
Where in Plateau now? You know, Plateau.
Here in the city of Jos.
Okay, so you are now a Josite.
I am purely a Jos woman by the grace of God.
All right.
I was privileged to attend the basic education, both the primary, the secondary, and the higher institution.
Okay.
I actually went to Kaduna Polytechnic.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then I went to the seminary.
You went to the seminary?
Yeah,
because that for the first time.
I'm a seminarian for the first degree and the second degree by the grace of God.
Wonderful.
And of course, also in the church, we do the work of service to humanity in the church.
Wonderful. Now, the issue is you are a seminarian.
I am.
Which seminary is that one?
Evangel Theological Seminary.
Wow. Where is that located?
By Plateau, between Plateau and Plateau Hospital and Hillcrest, in between.
I know that place.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I should go and make some. Now, I also know that you are the proprietors of Zion High International School.
Yeah.
How did you conceive that vision and actualize it? How did you get into the field of education?
Of education,
Yes.
I can't remember. Thank you, sir. I can't remember very early in my childhood. I've always loved teaching, even though in those days they would not encourage you. They felt the teaching profession was not lucrative enough then. And then they actually discouraged us from that. But the talent and the passion has always been in me to give information to the younger ones. So I've always served in teaching. I actually taught in my youth service.
Oh, really?
Yes, I Greek extension program,
Oh.
the classes
Your service was where now?
in Kaduna.
In Kaduna.
In Kaduna. So, and then from there, in the ministry, the work of God, I discovered the passion in teaching. I was always featuring in the Sunday school, in the school of disciples, and the Bible college, and I suddenly realized, wow, this is interesting. It's not as too humble in quote as we presume. It's a noble profession to open the eyes of the younger ones, to let them have information that will guide them in the course of life. And also, from there, in the church did a lot of training on us, and when they saw how we showed interest, they tactically directed us towards that. So I saw the need. While as a pastor, I preach, and you may not have the children as often as you want. So I thought, why wait for them only on Sundays? Why don't I go to meet them in the classroom? So that was how the birthing of the vision for the school for learning came about.
What did you study in school? Kaduna College. What did you study? I'm curious.
I read office management.
Wow. And now you are a proprietress of the school.
And it has come in very handy.
Wonderful.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Let me say that teaching, I'm a teacher. My primary job is, I'm a lecturer in the Department of Psychiatry at the University of
Yes, yes.
Being a consultant in youth is a secondary one. The primary one is, so I'm a teacher. Oh, I love Jesus Christ was a teacher.
He's a great teacher.
Yes, so teaching is a noble profession.
Yes.
I came from a lineage of teachers. My mother was a teacher. Now she has been retired for years, but she still teaches.
Yes, sir.
You know, in different fora too. So that's a beautiful one.
Yes.
Now the question is, who is a child? Because we are talking about child training.
Yes.
And before we go on to talk about child training, we have to understand the concept of a child. Who is a child?
Well, I want us to use the general accepted definition from the United Nations.
Okay.
Article 1, say for the purpose of the present convention, a child means every human being below the age of 18 years, unless under the law applicable to the child.
Okay.
Majority is attained earlier.
All right. So anybody below the age of 18 years.
Generally accepted.
As generally accepted. Now, from that convention that you said that maybe sometimes in other places, by different laws, it may be
Yes, if you
accepted.
take a look at the culture,
Okay.
the child may be younger than that.
Okay.
Other cultures, the child may be older than 18.
Okay. But on a general level.
On a general level, it is accepted.
So if you are more than 18 and you are living with your parents, you are supposed to start paying rents because you are no more a child. Is that not it? That's on the lighter note. Now, I know you are a pastor, so I want to, and I don't shy away from the fact that my belief system is hinged on the word of God. Now let's look into it. Matthew chapter 18 verse 3 says, "Verily I say unto you, except ye be converted and become as little children, ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven." What are those childlike characteristics that makes Jesus say, unless you are like little children, you will not enter into the kingdom of heaven?
From my perspective, when the Lord says, unless you are like a child,
yes.
I think the assumption is that you should be innocent.
Okay.
The child is innocent,
Innocent.
assumably not aware of danger, not aware of privileges, not aware of just empty and ready to, just simple. The child is simple. So I think Jesus will want us to not full of assumptions.
Okay.
Full of assumptions. I think Christ will want us to have the free mind and just be innocent and be pure. purity of heart.
Purity of heart. Now, we know that a lot of children, sometimes we also see, let me take you back to the Bible.
Yes.
1 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 11 says,
Yes.
when I was a child, I talked like a child.
Yes.
I talked like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I put away childhood behind me.
Yes.
So it's usually a like an insult when you say you are behaving like a child. And now you have talked about being childlike, being innocent, and all those things. What are those characteristics also that makes people say you are talking like a child? Are there negative things that?
Yes, you quoted the scripture that
Yes.
says, "When I was a child, I
Yes.
behaved like a child."
Yes.
Those are progressive levels of growth. The environment, the culture, and even the Word of God encourages growth.
Okay.
Growth is natural.
Okay.
Every living thing grows.
Okay.
It's expected for a child to grow. How would you know the child is growing? There are things you look at for apart from the physical appearance,
Okay.
the basic. You are a medical, you will understand better.
Yeah.
There are other actions and activities that you display that shows that whether you are matured in your views or not.
Okay. Now, can we put together all these attributes?
Of course.
Because I want people to, I want it to be more practical.
Yes.
What are those attributes that shows that somebody is developing? It's no more a child.
Maturity.
Maturity.
Through your decisions.
Okay.
Decisions that you make.
Decision.
What is expected of you. Responsibility.
Responsibility.
And consistency.
Consistency. Wow.
Matured people are consistent.
Wonderful.
And to be brave and take personal responsibility to issues of life.
To be brave and take personal responsibility.
Those are growth.
Now, one of the things that we do in our treatment facility, which is a rehabilitation center,
Yes.
mental health facility, and all that, one thing that is very recurrent is when there are no more children by our definition.
Yes.
They are usually above 18, but most of the time, adolescents, probably not yet into adulthood, some even adults, they will be blaming their parents. They didn't do this for me, they didn't do this, that's why I went into drugs, that's why they never want to take responsibility for their actions.
Yes.
What do you have to tell our children watching this program in terms of that?
I would like to be a bit fair with our children.
Okay.
Because we discovered that the phase of life, at the certain stage of the phase of life,
Okay.
there are a lot of challenges,
Okay.
and they exhibit some body uncertainties.
Okay.
Sometimes they withdraw into the childhoodness, sometimes they exhibit maturity. So
Okay.
I want to be fair to them, so that as parents we need to be patient with them when they are that teenage stages. So why would an adult, in quote, as we say 18, suddenly begin to exhibit some, in quote, childish behaviors?
Okay.
Possibly, the child has not been able to accept
Okay.
and admit those phases of life.
Okay.
You will agree with me. It takes time to begin to accept who you are. When we were growing, we spent time observing the changes even in our voices and our bodies, and changes that come.
Okay.
Sometimes we wish we could hide and not even grow because of the responsibility that is waiting for you. And you discover that certain things that you took for granted, the parent will say, no, you cannot wet your bed anymore.
Okay. Okay.
Time to stop that. Time to stop using your pampers. Time to to begin to say, I want to ease myself.
Okay.
There are certain stages. So when the child refuses to accept those stages, to embrace those stages,
Okay.
maybe because of some delayed in the psychological or mental growth, you will know that better.
Okay.
Maybe because of some medical issues, the child may draw back in those areas. Who knows? But eventually, I'm sure as a parent, I will just hope for the best, that whatever happens, the child will suddenly will eventually come to maturity. We know the children are not growing the same levels. You may find one that stopped wetting bed very early, and you may find the one that still continues, because they have different psychological and other environmental levels of growth operating in that child. So as a parent, I would advise and encourage us to pay attention to these children as they grow. Perhaps it could be issues that we need to address early enough. Perhaps we could listen to them. Perhaps we could hear them talk to us, and maybe even seek some medical advice to find out, can this still continue like this? Should we be patient with this child? And sometimes awareness does not come so quick like that. You may have a grown-up age, and you still may not be aware of certain issues. Information has not come to your realization. So we need to be patient with these children when they grow. Of course, I will not also forget that there are also others who want to take things for granted, who have everything, have no reason to draw back. But as a parent, we are gifted with the grace to nurture. We just maybe prayerfully to seeking the face of God to understand when we should address those issues, or those ones who refuse to grow up.
You have actually taken me into the next question,
Okay, sir.
or the next issue to discuss, and that is the issue of authority.
Yes.
Now, most of the time, while growing up in our own time, when mommy says stop, you stop. Well, you know. But in these modern days now, children want to say their own. They want to be heard and not just seen. In our time, they say children should be seen and not heard. What will be your advice to parents in terms of parenting style and the exhibition of authority?
Yes, you have already named one form of parenting style.
Okay.
There is authoritarian.
Okay.
There is authoritative.
Okay.
And there is permissive.
Okay.
Authoritarian is the one that is highly, let me see, very rigid.
Very rigid.
Very rigid, and will not listen. And they say, as I've said it, so it shall be. And they have they are not ready to listen to the child. The child have no say in that home. And then you have the authoritative, the one that gives a fair playground for the child and the parent. That means the child and the parent comes together to take a look at issues. And even as a parent, you are giving out rules. You are able to tell that child why those rules should stay, why those rules should stand, why you think the child should obey certain rules in the home. That is.
So there's room for discussion.
There's room for discussion. Thank you, sir. There's room for an allowances to hear the views, and for the child to hear his or her views, and to actually pay attention to that child. Well, as we carry on, we shall find out the end result of this level of type of parenting style.
Yes.
Of course, the one that is not too popular, even though sometimes we have them around, is the laissez-faire, the permissive style.
Yes.
Everything goes. Nobody is there to there's no line is drawn. There's no yardstick, and there is also consequences to each and every one of these parenting style. I must say that I don't know if I can say that now.
No.
Parents may not just be one style.
Okay.
At the end of the day, perhaps unconsciously you may have practiced one of the styles, and at certain times some of the styles may be needed.
Okay. Maybe you give us a little bit into when you need authoritative, authoritarian, and permissive. Give us maybe examples of circumstances where, because I want to believe And interestingly, I always tell people, looking back now,
Yes.
I can say that God blessed me with parents who I could negotiate things with.
Good.
Because I remember vividly, my father have always wanted me to go to the University of Lagos.
Yes.
I was 16-year-old when I was making that decision, and I stood my ground. I was going to Obafemi University. He said, okay, that's what you want. I said I was, at the time he wanted me, I decided I wanted to start, to do computer science or computer engineering. He said, is that what you want? I said, yes. He said, but this is what I thought you should do. I said, but that's what I wanted. By myself, I decided that, oh, I don't know what computer scientists do. Let me just become a doctor. And so we were able to negotiate things. My mother is even much better because we discussed. But now you are telling us that
unconsciously,
sometimes there's authoritarian.
Daddy,
and that is good.
that's your dad,
Yes.
has actually exhibited one or any of the levels of that parenting style. If you also look back, you could also remember the time Daddy held on to say no.
You cannot come to my house later than 7.
Good. And he
That
made
was
it
a
as a
rule.
rule. That aspect of parenting, and it worked at that time.
And
You
it still
don't
works
practice the permissive style in that level. The
Mm.
child will get out of hand and wander away into the devices and damn the consequences, which is going to later come back on the family. Yes.
Thank you very much, Pastor. We are going to go on a short break.
Yes.
Viewers at home, we have been discussing the child training. And of course, we are with us here, Pastor Mrs. Stella Yakubu. And if you listen to her very well, you have seen that she's taking on us on a journey, which really we are enjoying. However, we need to go on a short break now. Make sure you stay tuned and you don't go away.
Netwealth comes on.
Hello there. My name is Dr. Kingsley Okonoda. I'm a consultant psychiatrist and certified management consultant. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Netwealth Consult Training and Development. At Netwealth Consult, we help individuals, organizations, and communities to actualize their potentials, cope with normal stresses of life, work productively, and make meaningful contributions to society.
Netwealth comes on. Helping community.
My name is Oyewumi Olufemi. I've been following Dr. Okonoda for a while, but last year, October 1st, I attended a seminar at Netwealth. I've been having great fears in starting up a business, which I had lots of plans. They were just on paper. But after I came to the program, he said some things that just made me forget about my fears. My business has started and it's doing very, very well.
At Netwealth Consult Limited, we invite you to avail yourself of our trainings, workshops, and conferences so that you can have the life of abundance that you deserve. Thank you very much.
Netwealth comes on. In total health and vitality.
Welcome back. We have been discussing with Pastor Mrs. Stella Yakubu, who is the proprietress of Zion High International School, Rayfield, in Jos, and also the coordinator of marriage and counseling units of the Plateau Province 2 of the Redeemed Christian Church of God here in the city of Jos. And we'll be talking on the issue of child training. Now, if you want to join us in this conversation, our lines will be opened now. You can call us on our line 0704 148 0874. I'm sure that the producer will put it on the screen. Or you can send your SMS to our line, SMS only 080 561 84963. Now, let me say that if you are going to call us, make sure that you turn down the volume of your TV set and discuss with us through the phone. And then you can start sending your SMS, because we're going to pull the SMSs together and we're going to eventually read them and provide answers to your comments and your questions. And you stand a better chance of getting your SMS read if you do that. Pastor, now we have been talking about some parenting style, who is a child and all that. Now, where is the role of the parent in helping the child to navigate stages of development and to be able to develop into useful to society.
Yes. The role of the parent, first and foremost, the child was not a mistake. The child is alive for a purpose.
Okay.
And the child cannot just be given birth to for no reason. There is a purpose for every child.
Okay.
The scripture says they are like arrows. You may want to shoot them to various directions. So the parent that is expecting a child should be expectant.
Okay.
That the child is coming.
Okay.
And the parent is very religious. Okay. The parent may have received 1 or 2 instructions concerning the child.
Okay.
Because we have to believe that God speaks
okay.
to his people.
All right.
So parents are not just blindly having a gift from God.
Okay.
So that is another aspect.
Okay.
Then one aspect is you wait with excitement and be expectant.
Okay.
This child is going to be something on earth.
Okay.
I know our parent then.
I might have to be interrupting you from time
no
to
problem.
time because people are calling.
Yes.
Now, let's take this call.
Yes.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes. What's your name and where are you calling from? You are on to Mindwealth for Life and Living. Can you tell us your name?
Okay, my name is Jafet Sunday.
Jafet Sunday. Where are you calling from?
Abatua.
Abattoir. Can you ask your question or make your contribution as the case may be?
Okay, I want to make a contribution.
All right, go ahead, please.
Okay, pertaining the training of the child,
Okay.
starts with parents.
All right.
Whatever the parents lead the children to do, that's what they want to do.
Okay.
But whenever the child reaches 18,
Okay.
he used to make his own decision
Okay.
on what to do and
Okay.
which choice of
Maybe career or something, eh?
yes, about his own career.
Okay.
Or if
Oh, we lost that call. And
Yes.
he was making some important...
He was making a good point.
Yes.
It was even faster in my
Okay.
own contribution now.
Okay.
You know, you are expectant, so
Mhm.
you are prepared.
All
The
right.
parents should be able.
We have another caller
Okay.
here. Let's take this call. Hello? Hello? You are on to Mindwealth for Life and Living. Who are we talking with? All right. All right, so we lost that call. I don't think... all right, so you are talking about...
How the parent can
Yes.
be of help. The parents should also be prepared,
Okay.
mentally ready, because parenting is a task.
Okay.
I was going to make mention of our fathers in those years gone now, their own style. I want to say most of the time, the parent is likely to reproduce himself or herself
In the son?
in
Or
the child.
in the child?
In the child.
Okay.
Most of the parenting style in those days were actually handed over.
Let's take this call.
Yes.
Oh, hello? Oh, sorry, we lost that call. So, like you were saying,
Most of the
handed over.
handed over. That is why we could now recall to see some areas we were not too happy our parent handled us certain ways because their own parent treated them exactly the same way.
Let's take this call now. Hello?
hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is
Your name is what?
Shekhar, sir.
Okay, Shadrach. Where are you calling from, Shadrach?
I'm calling from Job.
Okay, Shadrach from Jos. Can you ask your
Yes, sir.
question or make your contribution?
Yes, sir. Sir.
Okay.
What I have to say is that, yes, a child should be trained to go.
Okay.
It is parents because society and to having us. A child with harsh
sorry, maybe the network is not good enough. It's breaking.
It's distorted.
All right, go ahead now.
Okay, so what the kind of question as well, is not that a child should not follow too harshly and not too old.
Okay.
We should follow the way the child, I want to just repeat this statement, I should follow the way the child died. The way Jesus Christ is.
Okay.
He is a lion and he is a lamb.
Oh.
We should sometimes apply to be a lion, we somehow very important. There are some things you shout on a child. Not all child. You should understand your things, your child first. First of all, you have to know the child is that. Understand how that child understands things. Then, before you know the rule to put into. If you tell somebody that, because there are some children, they like this thing. They don't like shouting at them. They don't like shouting at them. And if you are such a parent that you like shouting at children, I think you are missing the training of that child. So, the child training should not be something that it will be too harsh or not too cold on it. It's something sometimes you act as a lion and sometimes you act as a lamb.
Thank you very much, Shadrach. Yes, thank you very much, Shadrach. You have made very important contributions.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes.
That is almost in line with what we have said so far. So what we are saying, the parent can be enlightened. You know, in our culture and tradition, we don't believe that parents should be trained.
Okay.
They feel I'm already a woman, so I'm already a parent. Some men feel I'm already a man. I'm sexually active, I'm very fertile, so I'm already a father. But they are not aware that, well, thank God for the information era we are in now.
We have another caller.
Okay.
Sorry to be interrupting.
But this is good.
Yes. Hello? Oh, we lost that call. Please keep your calls calling. And for you people, for all of you that are sending text messages, I promise you we are going to reach your text messages. Hello? Hello? You are, yes. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is
Salome. Where are you calling from?
From Abuja.
From Abuja. All right. Can you make your contribution? Hello, go ahead. We are listening to you, Salome. It seems as if Salome is suddenly shy there. All right. So you were talking about parents.
How adequately we should be prepared as a parent.
So are you saying that we should now go to parental school?
We should be enlightened. We should be exposed. We should be ready to make adjustments.
Okay. Let's take this call.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is John Duwazen. I'm from Rayfield.
Okay. Can you make your contribution? Oh, we lost that call. All right. I think. So now you say we should be enlightened.
Yes.
Where are we going to get this enlightenment?
We have books.
Okay.
We have books, educational materials.
Okay.
And we have religious materials.
Religious materials.
And then we have seminars in this season.
All right.
And we have people who are gifted to talk about preparation for birthing and training of children. Well, you know that being as an African, we tend to not want to receive instruction. We feel, don't tell me how to take care of my child.
All right. Sorry, we lost that call. All right. Well,
so we should be open to adjust where there is need, because there are.
This call. Hello. Yes. What's your name and where are you calling from? Madam Simon from Rayfield. Can you go ahead and make your contribution?
The contribution is about parents.
Okay.
When you have a child, please be open for that child and draw that child close.
Okay.
And teach him how to make decision on his own when the child is ready.
Okay.
That is my contribution.
Thank you very much.
That's a good one.
It's still in line with what you are saying.
So it has to be deliberate. In fact, in summary of what I'm actually trying to explain is that training a child should be deliberate and should be consistent. You know, it has to carry on without tiring. Don't tire out. and you don't give up. You don't, and I want to say sometimes we give up. You know, it can be stressful, so we give up, we get tired.
So parenting can be stressful.
It's actually very stressful.
Wow.
It is actually so, and it takes a lot of commitment to bring up a child. A lot of
somebody wants to join the conversation, ma.
Yes.
Let's see if we can. Hello. Hello.
Hello,
Yes. What's your name and where are you calling from?
my name is Ed.
Your name is what? Esther.
I'm calling from Abuja.
All right, Esther from Abattoir. Can you make your contribution? Hello, go ahead. We are listening to you. Oh, sorry. Sorry, we lost that call. So,
yes. So training takes sacrifice.
okay.
Apart from those others who have mentioned, you must be willing to make a sacrifice of your time and of your money, and be able to be ready to give direction over and over again. The child may likely want to wander away, as it were. So you should be patiently, and with understanding, bringing the child back to the right course. To the right course.
Let's take this call now. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, what's your name and where are you calling from? Hello, you are on to Mindwealth for Life and Living. Can you make a contribution, please? Hello? All right, I think. All right, so now, one of the things I discovered is that sometimes parents allow their ego to come into parenting, thereby damaging the children.
Yes.
I have given you an example of how I insisted because I believe that those things were good for me.
Yes.
And sincerely speaking, looking back now, there are no regrets. My parents didn't feel as if I looked down on them or whatever. They are very proud of me.
Yes.
Now, but I have people that when their children say, this is what I want, and this is where I think I can go,
Yes.
they refuse and say, you must do my bidding. And I have many of them
There could be
that.
There
yes.
could be reasons to that.
Yes.
I want to also be fair to the parents.
Okay.
Parents, they are human beings.
Please, let's hold that thought. Somebody is calling. Let's see
Okay.
if we can. Hello?
Hello, sir.
Yes, what's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Dadinqua. I'm Felicia Rayfield.
Felicia from Dadinkowa. Pem, okay.
When we are talking about training children,
Yes.
there are parents that at times, when the children offend them,
Yes.
they discipline them.
Okay.
But that same offense that they give to them, and another person sees and corrects the child, they will be displeased.
Okay.
So what can we do about such parents?
Yes. All right. Thank you very much. Your question will be answered. Pastor.
Okay, thank you, guys.
So,
Thank you.
as I was saying,
Yes.
so we need to be fair, let's be fair to the
To
parents,
parents
because to the parent too, because the parent is also a human being, so was also a child that has also grown up with one or two lapses. He also had gone through one of the stages of parenting,
Okay.
whether positively or negatively impacted,
Yes.
and you now find that the parent is actually exhibiting those traits. I want to also say that they are also having their personality traits.
Okay.
Naturally,
Okay.
you may not expect a high-handed man naturally to become all of a sudden soft-spoken. You may not expect that because already that is his personality. So we have to give room to such allowances. While you may have a father or a mother who naturally is calm, you may have another man, a father, mother who, from time of birth, this person is highly temperamental because of the personality traits.
Okay. So you are saying therefore that there must be a balance.
There must be a balance.
The personality and knowledge and
knowledge
no
and
matter what
everything.
knowledge we have,
Yes.
the personality must still come
Yes.
before and all that.
And then
so
you also have the education
Education.
standard.
we might have to go on a short break now.
Okay.
I'm sure that when we come back, we'll round up with, these thoughts. We'll continue on this flow and take some questions from the text messages which we want you to provide answers to and all that. So viewers at home, we are going to go on a short break now. I'm sure that I saw your calls keeps coming in, your text messages and all that, but we need to take this short break. When we come back, we'll round up with the text messages, share some thoughts, and then make sure you don't change the dial.
a push in life. Anybody can be somebody, eh? Through development and building one's capacity, financially, health-wise, everyone can be better.
My name is Dr. Kingsley Okonoda. I'm a consultant psychiatrist and certified management consultant. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Netwealth Consult Training and Development. At Netwealth Consult, we help individuals, organizations, and communities to actualize their potentials, to cope with normal stresses of life, work productively, and make meaningful contributions to society. We do this through our training seminars, workshops, and conferences on the issues of mental health promotion, peak performance, management consulting, and personal development. Among trainings, seminars, workshops that we have done for individuals and organizations like this, Netwealth Consult also holds the Strategic Planning and Goal Setting Seminar in the first week of January annually, as well as the Financial Independence and Wealth Creation Seminar on the 1st of October every year. We also have the issues of mental health promotions on the 10th of October, which is the World Mental Health Day, as well as the 26th of June, the International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking. We invite you to avail yourself of any of our trainings, workshops, and conferences at Netwealth Consult so that you can have the life of abundance that you deserve. Thank you very much.
Netwealth Consult. Everyone needs a push in life. Anybody can be somebody.
Welcome back. And we have been talking about the topic child training. And we have here with us Pastor Mrs. Stella Yakubu, the proprietress of Zion High International School, Rayfield. Now, Pastor, somebody, Felicia, being called from Daddy Kuma, and she said, what do you have to say about parents who discipline their children for particular offenses or issues? But when somebody else disciplines their children for something, they go and pick quarrel with such people that discipline their children. What do you have to say?
Yes, I want to say that when you go back to the time we were having the communal way of life, of living, there is an adage that says that a child it doesn't belong to a parent, the child belongs to all, to the community.
Exactly.
So then, we were living in a smaller clusters among ourselves. We knew ourselves. So it was actually easy and generally accepted that you could reprimand a child, you could correct a child anytime, any day.
Okay.
And you know, and the child knows that he or she could be corrected anywhere.
Okay.
So it's not just to escape from your parents and get away with it at the larger society. But by the reason of, you can see we are a wider community now, the environment is more globalized, and we are living a life of everybody minding their businesses. So it has become a train now, where our children get away from some flimsy characters or traits they may exhibit outside. So it has become really difficult for us to know a child because they sometimes have double way of life. They were well behaved at home, outside they are not behaved well because nobody's going to find that anyway. So why do the parent now behave? Because one, the parent is not used to that way of life anymore. The communal living is no more used to it. It has over the period of time has drifted away. Our parents had it. And some of us that grew up, we can still, by our age, we could remember. You don't dare go out. Your father is not there, your mother is not there, but your community is there. One person is there, and it has sent you back home. And then, number two, the parent is living a very private life, and he doesn't want anybody to interfere in his or her way of upbringing of the children. And you know, a lot of laws have come into play now that tells you that you should the privacy of a man is my private life. That is the area I take as my own. Leave me alone. What's your business? So that is we can't really help it, but I would say that as the Lord will help us, we should continue to do what is good.
Which is good.
What is good.
It's
Eventually, the parent may find out that you mean well.
Okay.
Yes.
Hello? Hello? Can you, you are on to Mindwealth for life and living. Can you make your contribution? What's your name and where are you calling from?
Okay, my name is Moses Silas.
Moses Silas.
Yes.
So where are you calling from?
I'm calling from New Abuja.
All right. Can you make your contribution?
Yeah, mine is a question I want to ask the pastor.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, the Bible
Make it short, please. Make it short. Make it short. We are running out of time.
Okay. The Bible makes us understand that we should love our neighbor as ourselves.
Okay.
But whenever our neighbor tries to correct a child, it turns to a dilemma between the parents and the neighbor.
Okay.
Why is it like that?
All right. Thank you. The pastor will answer you, although I'm sure that she just finished answering something like that. Yes. All right. Now, I have some text messages here, and I promised them that I will read those messages. Now, it says, "Good evening, doctor. My name is David from Angodi. What should a child do when the parent is making a wrong choice for a child? What should a child do when the parent is making a wrong choice for a child?"
Yes, I would say approach is very important.
Okay.
Your manner of approach. I know sometimes this word I use is a very delicate term because our teenage and our children may not understand what approach is about.
Okay.
And before you know it, they may end up approaching the father and the mother, breaking the rules of respect, of regard. Now, first and foremost, I will encourage that child to calm down and find the best way. You know your father, you know your mother, you know when their high points and their low points. You know when they are very friendly, you know what makes them happy. Now, don't tell me a child who has been very stubborn to the parent will now want to speak. That parent may not listen to you.
Okay.
The parent may not want to hear you.
So one needs to be of good behavior.
Good behavior.
So that when you are now presenting your point, they are willing to listen.
They are willing to listen.
Let's take this other question. It's a good topic. Be blessed all. And we have many types of parents that used to love their children to the point that if the child does something wrong, if you told the child, they will come and fight you. Please address them. Sunday at Namua. Okay, so it's a recurring thing.
Yes.
People are saying, let's take this other one. It says, "Good day, I am Aninda Sunday from Abattoir. What I want to say is that if you have a child, and that child is a tender age, or it starts saying, he wants to become a doctor or something else, please, parents should give birth to that child and not his talent. All right? Our choice. Okay, parents give back to that child and not his talent or choice, please. And please let it be. And let parents also at least have a good way of talking to their children on important points."
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So it's just like
I think we can say there is need for mutual respect.
mutual respect. All right. This is from AY from Angwa Miango in Tunawada. He said, "My contribution is children today often must learn to survive at a very early age. Many times they are alone in their struggles. Their isolation often forces children to rely on their inner resources, which seems to have contributed to the spiritual awareness I frequently witness in children." This is saying that children should grow quickly. All right. Let's see this other person. Yes. He said, "Good evening, Doctor and Pastor Mrs. Yakubu. Please, what style of parenting will I use for a mentally retarded child?" Andre from Rayfield. We will address that if time permits us. "Good evening, sir. My name is Oliver Chaka from Zaramanganda. I want to ask a man or woman that born a child and cannot take care, that is it a sin or not if a man or woman cannot take care of their children?" Well, time is running out against us. For those other questions we are not able to address, we will put it on our page on Facebook, and so that people can go and see it there. But what do you have to say to some of these? A child, a woman or man that have children that cannot take care. This person says it's a sin. We are rounding up now. Time
That
is,
is, well, you ask, what does the government
okay.
say about that?
Okay.
Because we are living under a constitutional rule,
Okay.
law.
Yes.
I don't think the government will want you to have children and they litter everywhere. They constitute social nuisance. And when as a government, by the mercy of God, when we mature to a level, such issues should be addressed.
All right. Thank you, Pastor. I have thoroughly enjoyed myself in this discussion. Unfortunately, time has run out on us. We have to go. Thank you very much for coming. Now, if people want to get across to you, how do they do that? Do you have anything that you want to tell them, that phone number or whatever?
If it is a school, I can give the school phone number.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
Okay, let me give the school phone number.
Okay.
The school phone number is 080
080
69
69
74
74
08
08.
41.
Can you say that again, ma'am?
080
Yes,
69
yes,
74
74
08
08
41.
41. All right, so I've been speaking with Pastor Mrs. Stella Yakubu, director of Zion High International School, and my pastor actually, pastor and in charge of marriage and counseling of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Plateau Province 2. We have been talking on the issue of child training. And for all of you that have called in, thank you for calling. Time will not permit me to say all your names. But I want to say, as the pastor said, that there is need for us to have trainings, to have enlightenment and all that. At our organization, Netwealth Consult, we do trainings of all sorts of things, including child rearing,
Yes.
including parenting, including how you can make a success. At the beginning of this year, we had intentional relationship. Training your children is also part of intentional relationship. It's on this note that I would want to sign off for today. Stay tuned. Make sure that you join us next week.
Netwealth comes out. Everyone needs a push in life. Anybody can be somebody, through development and building one's capacity, financially, health-wise. Everyone can be better, 'cause we're taking you higher, You can be entertained and so educated, making you so independent.